Hey everybody, take two. It's the middle of the night, I'm tired, work 2 jobs, and this is a little pickup video. We have the First Order Snowspeeder. I know a lot of people have already covered this already. I've never covered it, I've never owned it, and so I'm going to do it. Okay, it came mostly assembled. There was some assembly required. Okay, it has 2 seats. You see, you got the sergeant driving, and you've got the snow trooper. I didn't have a snow trooper before. Snow trooper on gunner. The gun is removable. It shoots little pew pew right there, and none of the figures sit very well because they don't bend very well. That's okay. That's 5 points of articulation. Okay, let me see. This was a piece that had to be put on. This was its piece that kind of clicks in and out because the gun is removable. It's got like a tripod thing. It looks like it's got 5 feet and a star pattern, but it only really has 3. And a little bit of a stability thing going on there. This got put on. This is the headrests are a piece that snaps together, and you also have on the bottom, you have a little landing gear, because this is a speeder. This is not a spaceship, right? Cat. He likes to interrupt the video. Anyway, this guy's hands are shaped to these handles on the gun, and he has a blaster, but he doesn't hold on to it very well. That's his blaster down there. And his blaster is in his little baggie down there. I don't do boxes. It was a closed box, and everything was in a big cardboard fold-up deal inside. Now, if you look, it's got some storage containers in here, which, you know what? This is one of the cutscene vehicles, and the Jakku land speeder with Poe, or not Poe, with that guy, Finn with his undersuit. It was a cutscene. It's pretty good too. They're both very good vehicles. This doesn't have the fragility of like the green X-Wing, and you can bump it around. Of course, don't try to run it over or be mean to it, and it will last a good long time. You can play with it. I was playing with my niece, and she's rough on everything. And while this is not just a big chunk of plastic, it is pretty tough. And detailing is pretty good. I mean, you see the details. My camera can't go in too close, but you see the details on the storage bins. Look like tackle boxes, I'll be honest. And you've got this. I don't know what they are, but they look pretty cool. And you have the thrusters, and I'm guessing a cooling fin of some sort. Cooling fins. And like I said, okay, he comes with his backpack detached. It will still come off. And he has one of the 5 POA figures. Okay, and his hands are shaped to these handles, like I said before. I'm going to go ahead, and there's blaster rifle. Okay, this thing kind of clicks in. It just, yeah. It clicked, well, that's not supposed to happen. But I guess it can happen because this clicks out when you have 2 hands to manipulate it, I suppose. I haven't taken it out yet. This is the first time. And you're supposed to be able to just yank it up, take it out, establish a gunner position. There it is. And it's keyed, so it doesn't go in backwards. So it's a kind of a tripod, hexapod, I guess. Not hexapod, pentapod. And you see his hands are shaped to fit the handle, so he can establish a gunnery position like that. Okay, getting this done with one hand is near impossible, so I'm not going to do it. And he's a good looking figure. I was expecting just a clone of the Flame Trooper. It is not. It is a good figure. It is a good figure. Differences, yes, I don't have the Flame Trooper out right at the moment. So, this is a good one. I got it on clearance. It seems like the only time I can afford to buy these Star Wars toys these days. They're super expensive most of the time. Out of my league. Especially, yeah, I said I work 2 jobs. Why don't I have any money? Because I got bills. That's why. And, okay, so another trooper can sit here, mostly. See, he's riding up on the seat because the heads don't... There's no driver figure for these guys. And if this would adjust, where it would slant back a little bit, but it doesn't. But this is a good toy. It's, like I said, it's fairly tough. And let's see, it's a nice one. I mean, the detailing, you can see the seats have texture on them. The floorboards have texture. And the detailing on the thrusters, intake and exhaust, I guess they're thrusters, they're impulse drive, as I thought. And you have different panels here and there. And it looks really nice. If you can get this, get it. Because it's one of the cutscene vehicles from a rewritten scene that was written out. And it's cool. I like it. It's different. It's very Star Wars. And it's got that unique flavor to it that says this is Star Wars, like a land speeder. That is uniquely Star Wars. Other things, other things have things like speeders and vehicles, but none of them, not speeders, but they have vehicles. They're like cars and planes, but there's nothing like the Star Wars vision of what the stuff is. And now that we're looking at this really close, yeah, it looks a lot like tackle boxes, doesn't it? So I'm guessing that's cold weather gear storage. So anyway, this has been a small review pickup video. I picked it up like 2 days ago and on clearance because that's cool. And it's a really fun little toy. You can play with it. The other one, the Jakku Sand Land Speeder, not so much. It's pretty fragile. It's good, but it's not super tough like this thing. Like, I could probably drop this, and the worst that would happen would be the figures fly out, and this gun flies apart. But that's only like 2 figures and 2 other parts. On that other one over there, if I was to drop it, the cage would fall off, the figures would fall out, the gun would split apart in all its little pieces. It has a little rotating turret, and I'm not liking that too much. I like this one better. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and out of here.